In this epic nighttime productivity nootropics hack based video, we're going to talk about phenylpiracetam and caffeine at nighttime. You know, it's one of the strategies that I don't talk about all that often that I do employ for productivity at nighttime because I'm essentially always working at nighttime, like I think a lot of other people are, and people that might be oriented around fall into that category of needing to take nootropics or wanting to take nootropics for optimization because of the necessity for brain output coming up. Okay, Product Pro, a minute and a half of Product Pro. Check it out. We've got 5 major products. We've got 3 digital guides. These teach you how to use nootropics, and mostly they give you a bunch of stacks that are brain state specific. So do you want to turn on powerful motivation? Take this stack. Do you want to turn on extreme verbal fluency? To be able to go give a speech or whatever, take this stack. Do you want to turn on mental energy, speed of processing, verbal fluency, motivation, the capacity to want to do work and drive? Do you want to turn on all of it? Take this stack. We've got 3 guides that basically lay out a myriad of different stacks that pertain to different brain states. One of them is around Noopept. It's called Noopept Pro Stack List. All Noopept stacks. Very powerful. Nasal spray stacks, oral stacks, sublingual stacks. The other one's called Racetam God Guide. All racetam stacks. Atoracetam, piracetam, oxiracetam. Look, if you wanted to know how to use coliracetam, faciracetam, and phenibut together, we lay stuff like that in the stack. If you want to know how to use pramiracetam with modafinil, we teach you how to do it in that guide. The other one's called Smarter, Better, Faster. It's basically for new people that are new to nootropics, but it has very advanced stacks in it. Very specific nootropics instructions, like how to cycle, how to cycle phenibut, all these number of things, how to take research chemicals. Then we've got a stack that we built. It's called Cortex. Cortex is an exceptionally powerful stack. We're almost about to run out of batch number 1. So here in like a little bit just so you guys know, for a week, we'll probably not have Cortex because it's just flying off the shelves and we got a new batch coming in. But Cortex is very powerful productivity stack. Get it at livecortex.com. Lastly, we do nootropics consulting. So if you need consults on nootropics, you need me to help you to formulate a stack. You need questions, answers on nootropics. You're a med school student that needs a stack for med school. 40-minute call with me, 15 additional email correspondence. This is nootropics consult. Get it at livecortex.com. Okay, I first want to start off by saying that, what folks need to employ in taking nootropics, especially taking nootropics at nighttime or using nootropic hacks, is to understand that the only way nootropics are going to work really well is to optimize your baseline. That's the way you get them to work really, really well. And that's the way you can get them to, you can medium dose them and not have to go on these power user doses of massive ingredient quantity per ingredient, per nootropic compound. And so the strategy that I'm going to employ works quite well, but I gotta tell you, it works a lot better when I take a 30-minute nap at 5 p.m. and then I do a 2-mile run thereafter and drink 16 ounces of water directly thereafter, right? Then I took a nap, really restored my brain and body. I went on a run and totally optimized glucose functionality, BDNF increasing from running, and any number of awesome things that happens when, clearing the lymphatic system of toxins and these things, kind of things. And then drank a bunch of water to rehydrate and to flush anything that my body was trying to flush out of my system to help in that process and to get my body hydrated again. So this stack and this strategy works better when doing that. And I just want to sort of set that as a preface. Look, you really got to optimize your baseline, guys. Nootropics cannot be a sustainable band-aid. You get it? It can be a band-aid temporarily, but not sustainably if you're not working on whatever underlying health issues you have or just optimizing your baseline. But there comes a need for me and for many other productive people and many other entrepreneurs particularly, and certainly most other people in other regards, to have productivity at nighttime. And though I don't like to take a whole lot of nootropics past 5 p.m., there are some strategies that I can use that I can actually sleep really well on. And this is it's counterintuitive because you wouldn't really think so. This is a phenylpiracetam caffeine strategy that actually works well for me. I'd first start off by saying I know the red flag in your head. You're going, well, caffeine at nighttime, isn't that messing with your sleep? There is a mechanism for this, and I'm not exactly sure what it is. Maybe it's reverse action on the adenosine receptors. But for me, caffeine between 7 and 10 p.m., medium caffeine, so a half caf coffee, half decaf and half regular, not only doesn't interfere with my sleep, but it makes me go to sleep. It makes me go to sleep quicker, and I stay asleep. It's really, really strange. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. It's something I want to take some time to research the mechanisms, but that's the case for me. Anyway, the strategy is the following. It's 75 milligrams phenylpiracetam, which is right around my average dose, but this is nighttime, so I'm really trying to be, I'm not trying to like high dose phenylpiracetam. That will keep me up. And it's a cup or two of half calf coffee. So we're really talking about 1 cup of coffee, which is around 100 milligrams of caffeine, okay? 75 milligrams phenylpiracetam and, 100 milligrams of caffeine. And I have to say, again, going back to the notion of improving baseline, making sure your baseline is functional, dude, I can take any number of things at nighttime that might work well. Uridine is one that does not mess with my sleep, but that makes my brain work like incredibly. But caffeine and phenylpiracetam really puts me in this, it's a highly energetic brain state. It's a highly energetic mode at nighttime. That dose earlier in the day, I would need a little more phenylpiracetam with the caffeine to really get a standout effect. But at nighttime, man, it is powerful. And I sit there for 3-4 hours, 3-4 hours, and I can just crank stuff out. I won't want to just sit in bed or lay down or watch a movie or do whatever because my brain is fatigued. I will want to engage in productivity because my brain is awake and my brain is alive. Last thing, caveat. Caffeine is a diuretic, right? So, it's going to stimulate this process called a diuresis, where your body just tries to shuttle water out. It essentially tries to dehydrate you. You're going to pee a lot, essentially. Look, you just have to have a 16-ounce bottle of water or 33-ounce bottle of water and pound half of it, or pound the whole 16-ounce bottle of water, every so often. When you start peeing and you realize you're peeing, especially 11, 12 at night, if you wake up in the middle of the night and you're peeing twice and you're peeing a lot, you are excreting a lot of water. So you gotta be careful because you might feel bad the next day if you're not consciously hydrating. That's something that's really important. And then there's a cycle there after where your body will, even if you're hydrating, your body's going to keep shuttling it out because the caffeine is still working on just trying to shuttle out water because that's part of what it does. In which case you just have to work with it and commensurately drink water. Not a big deal. It's awesome. It's a biohack. This is an awesome not a sleep hack. It is an awesome productivity hack at nighttime. Also nootropic caffeine. Productivity hack works well for me. Try it out if you're thinking about doing it. Try it out, hey, just to experiment. This might be cool. But I think a lot of people are going to get a lot of utility out of it because I certainly do. But remember, nootropics are not a sustainable band-aid. So optimize your freaking baseline and then use the strategy. And you tell me if you are not a beast. Thanks for watching.
What is up, everybody? Ryan Michael Bauer here. Hey, thanks a lot for listening to the video. Thanks a lot for being here. But check this out. If you want to take your nootropics game to a different level, to the pro level, we've got 4 major products for you. Number 1, the Noopept Pro Stack List. I think of all of these, it's the Noopept Pro Stack List and the Racetam God Guide, which we're going to get to in just a second, and we explained in the video, that are the most advanced guides out of our guides. The Noopept Pro Stack List is a digital guide that explains a bunch of powerful sublingual, oral, and nasal Noopept stacks. It also has 20 bonus Racetam stacks. The gist of it is, look, it took me a long time, 4 years of concentrated experience trying to find the best Noopept stacks, putting them in a digital guide. It's like folks try for a while to find a good Noopept stack. They're like, you're weighing stuff out, they're adding different ingredients in, they can't quite get it right. I figured them all out. I figured the God stacks of Noopept, and I put them in the Noopept Pro Stack List. Get that at livecortex.com. It's digital. Then the Smarter, Better, Faster guide, as you see right in front of you here, that is a guide for new folks. If you're new to nootropics, look, any of these guides will suit you, but if you're new to nootropics, this teaches you everything. Choline sources, Racetam, stacking Racetams, phenibut, research chemicals, modafinil, everything in between. Smarter, Better, Faster is a very powerful, information-dense, it's also a lot of stacks in there, digital guide you can download for anything you have. Then the Racetam God Guide. This is a little on the advanced level, but still, anyone could take it and get the stacks from it, and then go implement those stacks, make those stacks, capsule the stuff, the ingredients that we've got laid out in the stacks, and then get a benefit from it. It's got 80 plus pro, highly advanced, super effective Racetam stacks. We got Aniracetam, Piracetam, Oxiracetam, Phenylpiracetam, Nephiracetam, Coliracetam, Fasoracetam, all the major H nootropic Racetams in that guide. And then the Cortex stack. The Cortex stack is really like, look, if you're really looking to take your nootropics game to another level, I created that stack to give people an idea of what nootropics really should be. The pre-made stacks that were out there were not that effective. They just weren't. The companies and the folks that own those companies, I'm sure, are great. They just weren't that effective. So I created a stack that was like blowing my mind and allowing my brain to really function well during an 18-hour period building a business. I then converted that to a commercial stack. It is called Cortex. it is strong. Okay, get all that stuff at livecortex.com. That is what you got to do if you really want to take your nootropics game to the next level. Get these guides. Get all these guides. If you're new, get the Smarter, Better, Faster guide. If you want a new PEP stack list that's highly advanced and surgical, get the new PEP Pro stack list. If you want some Racetam stacks that are extremely effective, situationally specific, get the Racetam God Guide. And listen, thanks so much for being with me. Go to livecortex.com and get these products. And my friends, be epic and achieve more.